Okay, so this is strange. I haven't done a video not going live for a while. I'm used to the chat being here. Big shout out to Ruru, just random chat member. I don't know, just wanted to throw a name out there. But yeah, I'm used to the chat being here. I don't know. I don't know if I can function doing a video on my own anymore because we've been doing live streams for the whole season. But I did want to talk about this and didn't really think that it was necessary to go live right now. You know, maybe we'll go live tomorrow. But take a look at this, guys. Take a look at this. Absolutely ridiculous. So Anthony Davis has been on an anti-Wemby Defensive Player of the Year tour. Okay, so he had a quote before that was kind of not necessarily discrediting Wemby, but just saying, like, you know, alluding to the fact that he hasn't won one and it's been unfair. Like, I saw some quote like that maybe, what was that? Hope my computer's okay. I saw a quote like that maybe like a week ago or a couple weeks ago. It was really strange. I was like, what the heck is going on? Why is Anthony Davis crying? This very much so gives off that Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar issue, right? When it came to the Super Bowl. Obviously, Kendrick Lamar performing at the Super Bowl makes more sense and will be more entertaining and is just better and is just going to be just awesome. But Lil Wayne went on like a anti-Kendrick tour, right? It's really strange. Just started saying, hey, I deserve this, I deserve that. And it's like, well, you know, maybe you kind of don't, right? Maybe you kind of don't deserve that right now. And maybe that's someone else's time to shine. And I see it the same thing with Wemby, right? Like Anthony Davis, the time is up. You're not going to win Defensive Player of the Year. And I didn't actually watch this. I just saw the quote here that says, I feel like the narrative. And that just triggered me. Okay, that just absolutely triggered me. Narrative, man. But let's listen to it. Maybe there's something that he alludes on, you know, that makes it make a little bit more sense. Actually, I'll just keep it this size. I don't know about copyright and all that. So let's listen.
When you think about early start of the season, you were being talked about as MVP candidate. Mm-hmm. You're obviously right there for All NBA again this season, All-Star, and then Defensive Player of the Year award. When you think about accolades like that, that comes with team success as well. How much in the thick of it do you feel like you are for those awards?
Yeah, you know, Defensive Player of the Year, I don't know. I mean, it looked like it's going to go, I don't know. I think.
Do you agree Wemby's going to get it?
I feel like the narrative is being pushed for Wemby to get it, right? Obviously, he's averaging, like 4 blocks or something crazy like that. But then it goes back, are we talking about just blocks? Because then I shot, like, so. I don't know. No. You had me for me.
Okay, guys, I was legitimate about to be charitable. I was about to say, oh my God, this was a mistake. I need to delete this tweet. No. So it starts off, and right off the bat, he doesn't really have an argument for Wemby not getting it. But hold on. Let's do it one more time.
I feel like the narrative being here. I don't know. I mean, it looked like it's gonna go. I don't know. I think.
Do you agree?
I mean, that chuckle is almost like Wemby doesn't deserve it. What are we talking about?
Wemby's gonna get it.
I feel like the narrative is being pushed for Wemby to get it, right?
The narrative is being pushed for Wemby to get it.
Obviously, he's averaging like 4 blocks or something crazy like that. But then it goes back. Are we talking about just blocks? Because then I shot, like, so.
Well, actually, Davis. Actually, we're talking about a lot of things. So big shout out to Sam Quinn here for posting this. This is actually quite funny. So you can see all the categories in which Wemby is better than Anthony Davis defensively. Let's see. Let's go ahead and open up in a new tab here. So I hope you guys can see. You can see most of that. I guess I'll zoom out when I have to. Blocks per game. Yeah, he mentioned that. He said 4 or something like that. Yeah, 4. Yeah, that is crazy. He mentioned it was crazy, so he did give him credit there. And then he says steals. Well, he didn't say steals, but Davis, you are beating Wemby with steals. So I guess that means he deserves it. Because Wemby is 1.1 and Anthony Davis 1.3. That is a huge, gigantic, crazy difference. Anyways, contested shots per game, Wemby 3.1, Anthony Davis 10. So yeah. Moving on. Deflections per game, 10.9 to 2.3. Wembanyama. Field goal percentage allowed within 6 feet. Wemby is under 50%. Anthony Davis is over 50% by 4%. So, yeah, kind of ridiculous. Defensive win shares. Vic, 2.5 to Davis, 2.3. D, BPM. Defensive BPM, that is. Victor Wembanyama, 3.2. Hold on, you guys probably can't see some of that. Let's see. And Anthony Davis, 1.2. Let's see. Defensive EPM. So that was BPM. Here's EPM, 3.0 for Victor, 1.7 for Anthony Davis. Defensive LeBron, we talked about this stat quite a bit. Takes into account like who you're playing with, who you're playing against, yada, yada, yada. Victor Wembanyama, 2.38. Anthony Davis, 1.43. How about team defensive rating on and off the court differential? Well, ladies and gents, and all those not in the binary, 6.7 for Victor Wembanyama, plus 6.7. Anthony Davis, minus 0.3, negative 0.3. So, yeah, you know, are we just talking about blocks? No, actually, Anthony Davis, we're talking about everything. We're talking about steals, or not steals, I'm sorry. We're not talking about steals. We're talking about contested shots. We're talking about deflections. We're talking about field goals allowed within 6 feet. We're talking about defensive LeBron. We're talking, like, he doesn't really have an argument for Wemby not getting it, but you can obviously tell that he's not giving full credit for it. Like, he's salty about it. It's very strange. It's strange behavior here. But yeah, look, not only the crazy part about it is, guys, to say it's just a narrative is very disrespectful and very discrediting to what Wembanyama has been doing. It's not just a matter of, oh, he gets some blocks and everybody's excited about him. I wouldn't be surprised if Anthony Davis hates on other aspects of Wemby as well. Like, he probably says like, oh yeah, he's really good, man. Wow, he's crazy. But then he doesn't like the fact that Wemby gets as much love as he has. And Anthony Davis, he got quite a bit of love as a youngin', but not to this degree. But I think that very rarely this happens. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a Spurs fan, okay? I would say this if I was a freaking Rockets fan. I don't know. I don't want to be that. But even if I was a Rockets fan, I would say this. All the hype, completely justified. Absolutely justified. Maybe with Zion Williamson, it was a little weird, somewhat justified, but not to the degree of people saying that he's the next LeBron. Like, it was some crazy stuff there. Maybe that was the last time we had like a big hype player. But yes, dude, Wemby is absolutely proving all of the critics, proving all of the haters absolutely wrong, and all of the love, he's right to feel that way. And Wemby's kind of special too, because the special thing about him is a lot of times when young guys come into the league and they're really talented and there's some hype around their name, right? You will have media members that are either hyping them up or bringing them down. And then you have players that are kind of, you know, not really talking about it that much. And then you will have older players, when they talk about them, they're probably not that high on them, right? But Wembanyama has gotten love from every single aspect of basketball media, whether it be journalists, whether it be us fans, whether it be current players, which makes Anthony Davis look even more like a clown, and even older players, right? Like players that used to play back in the 80s and 90s. I mean, they talk about him, they're like, this dude is legit, right? And maybe they just have a love for big man, but at the same time, they're like, this is kind of crazy what he can do. The worst thing that you get and the worst criticism you get is people saying like, oh, he needs to like get more muscle or whatever. Like, he's not strong. He needs muscle. He needs big man. He need to be Hulk. Like, that's it. That's literally it. But everything else is nothing but praise. But this is, I'm sorry guys, I don't want to be harsh, but this is kind of clown behavior. Okay, this reeks of a little bit of jealousy. Like I said, initially it didn't seem that bad. But then when you start saying like, well, what is it? You know, is it blocks? What is it? What are we talking about? What is it? That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. This type of behavior really does irritate me. And this is my metaphor here. This person, Marcus, says he's in year 12 crying about narrative. But look, it's like having pouring rain with a multi-vortex tornado outside and responding with, media would like for you to believe there's an overcast. It's like, bro, just go outside. Just go outside. It's so obvious how good Wembanyama is. It's kind of crazy. It's actually kind of crazy. So yeah, I don't like it. I don't like this type of behavior. I think it's lame. I think it's whack. I think it's Lil Wayne behavior. And yeah, he needs to knock that off. Okay, you're not gonna win Defensive Player of the Year. You're not the Defensive Player of the Year. You're not a better defender than Wemby. It's just is what it is. Anyways, I will get with you guys later, man. Until next time, bye.